Lighting a candle today for Al Woods. May he find another team. So anyway, in a cap space saving move, our Seahawks got rid of our only nose tackle, unless you're counting the ghost of Brian Monet's leg. He's gone. We saved some money against the cap, but we have like 18 million in dead money right now, so we have had some bad contracts recently. But now we have a predicament. No nose tackles, and it's not a good nose tackle class. But anyway, I thought I'd take this opportunity to join in with my fellow Seahawks fans who are also probably, reasonably devastated by the news. I mean, sure, it's not the end of the world. He only played 320 something snaps last year, but they were good snaps, right? And it's hard to replace 6'4", 330 with the veteran leadership and the passion for the game and the infectious nature that Al Woods had. So sure, 374 snaps, but now we have zero. That's how many we have. We have Brian Monet, but I don't know that he's coming back. I don't know what's going on. I'm at a loss. We have two defensive linemen that can play on the inside on our team right now. Well, Miles Adams, so I guess kind of three, but no one who can play in the middle. No one at 0 or even 1. It makes me sigh a little bit. But is there potential on the horizon? Is there someone that can come in on a cheap contract and kind of do what Al Woods did, and maybe more, let's say, because again, 374 snaps. We really needed more production than that. So I went through the available free agents, and I came up with a list of a few that have potential. I don't know that any of them will be Big Al, but let's just go look and see what is out there. And there's probably some that I missed also. If you have any ideas, please in the comments let me know. We'll start with Jordan Phillips, late of Buffalo. Free agent, he's 6'6", 330, so he's the same size as Al, a little bit taller, same weight. Dubious production. He has a 25% missed tackle rate, but granted, he only made 19 tackles, right? And he missed 14 tackles and missed 7. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? He wasn't really doing a whole lot on the line anyway, but he did play 347 snaps, so he's playing a similar role that Al Woods did at a few years younger, 6 years younger, 5 years younger, something like that. So Jordan Phillips, he's out there. He's a warm body that can fill the spot. He has had a couple decent games. That tackle rate is weird. It's weird, right? All right, now let's go in. Derek Noddy, late of the Chiefs. He has his ring, so I guess he's content now. 6'1", 317. He's young. He's like 25 years old. Let's see. He's another one of those guys that didn't seem like he did a whole lot when he was playing. 388 snaps. But what's with this? 5 total tackles? No, 12 total tackles. No sacks, no hits, 5 hurries, a batted pass, 13 assisted tackles, 3 missed. So he has a 10%, 11% missed tackle rate. Again, if we're just talking warm bodies, someone that can either back up a rookie or start in a pinch, because he is young. He can handle the position. He's 317, good enough to play nose. I don't think he actually lined up at nose very often. Let's see what he did with the Chiefs, if I can find that. He A-gapped 42 snaps. So again, he's mostly on the edge, but he has the ability to do it. Again, I don't know if it's something that he's fine. He's fine, right? He's fine. It's a warm body. Ashawn Robinson. This is a guy who was on my wish list. He did have an injury. He visited the Giants yesterday, and they did not sign him. So I guess my philosophy on him is there's a reason he's not signed, because he's 6'4", 330. Again, Big Al sized, a little bit younger. decent grades. He graded out as well or better than Big Al. Again, limited number of snaps, but this was more due to him missing so many games. So he could be Big Al with upside, right? He was, like I said, he was someone on my wish list, someone who could definitely add to our team. But there's a reason he's not signed. I don't know what it is. I guess people are concerned about his injury also. So remains to be seen. But he's definitely someone to keep on the radar. Jonathan Hankins, another injury risk. He was traded from Las Vegas to Dallas, as you can see here, around the trade deadline. He strained his pectoral muscle, but he performed adequately in this role. 6'3", 340. Like he's 30, I think. And he's fine. His grades slipped a bit when he got to Dallas, but everyone on the team interviews said that he really added a lot of veteran leadership, was very influential with the younger defensive linemen on the team. So again, he's just a pectoral injury, which I'm not as worried about as like a lower body injury for this position. So, he's someone to consider. We shall see. Reaching a little bit, Armon Watts. He's listed at 295, but he has been listed, as high as 307. But he has played a lot of snaps at nose tackle throughout his career. So either with Chicago, I thought he was with Tampa Bay for a bit. He's Chicago and Minnesota. So with Chicago and Minnesota, he played a lot of snaps at nose. So he has some experience there. I'm not going to say he was particularly good at it. Again, that's something that we're seeing here. This is the end of free agency. These aren't necessarily the best players around. These are warm bodies that we can put on the roster and put on the line and just take up space. Occupy blockers. That's pretty much what we're looking at this stage of free agency. Now, I know why I was thinking Tampa Bay, because there's one more guy that no one really talks about, but I think he's a possibility. Dedrin Senat. You might remember him. He was one of those late round draft gems that people were thinking about back just a few years ago in 2018 when he was drafted. He's not old, right? He's got some tread on the tires still, and he's acquitted himself nicely grade wise. He's taken a lot of snaps at nose. It's 305. He's a little underweight, but he has the strength to handle position. He has handled it for again, part-time, but he's played it. So this is a guy who would not cost a lot of money. No one really has been talking about him ever, but he has acquitted himself, grade wise pretty well at nose. He's 29, I think. I think worth a shot. I'd much rather have a guy like Jonathan Hankins or Ashawn Robinson, or even maybe Jordan Phillips. Derek Nottie is probably more along the lines of what we've been going for. Young players that haven't really gotten a shot and maybe have more ceiling than they've shown. But again, Dedrin Senat is a guy who's actually played well in the position. In the limited snaps that he's got, he probably will cost a cup of coffee to get him on the team. So anyway, those are my thoughts for the day. I'm mourning Al Woods. I really, I thought when he was on the field, it always looked like he was one of the hardest working guys on there. He gave it his all. I'm disappointed with the loss. What do you guys think? Down in the comments, let me know. I'm not taking it hard or nothing. I just, okay, I lit a candle, right? I grew up Catholic. What do you want me to do? It's going to be sad to not see him on our team. He always added, kind of an infectious energy and intensity when he was lined up in the middle. And hopefully we can find someone to replace that. And it's going to make the draft interesting because there's not a lot of great players who can play nose. So we will see. All right. And I got a lot of shit from my last mock draft for not really taking a nose tackle until like the very, very end of the draft, like literally the last pick. So, but I will be doing a draft every week until April. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna just throw my hands up. I don't know. We cut Al Woods. Sucks. Now we have to find a replacement with what little money we have, which is basically nothing at this point. So An interesting challenge for our Seahawks. All right, throw me a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Comment down below what you think. And maybe what you think what possible moves we can do to replace Big Al, because it's a mystery to me. All right, guys, thank you. Take care, and I will see you next time.